welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be doing a flight from Madiera, so LPMA, down to Tenerife in the south, GCTS. So just got, just checking that's recording. So the tug's just pushed us back, everything's already set up, and we're just going to release the parking brake and get going. So this flight shouldn't be too long. I think it's about an hour to an hour and 20 minutes. We got good conditions today. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning at the minute, and we're in a completely different livery. We are in the Air Europa 737 livery, which I actually really like. Just let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think it is really nice. I've never been on one or never seen one before though, but yeah. So all we're going to do is just going to go on down to the bottom of the runway here, loop round and then take off. So as I said in the previous video, videos would be becoming less frequent. So I think what I'm going to do is every weekend there's going to be a speaking video, and throughout the week there may be a couple of non-speaking, just quick videos, just because I haven't got the time now and I'm in the higher years of the school, so I've got a lot more homework to do and stuff. So this is the only chance I've really had to make a decent video, but I did talk about that in the last video. So that's just a little heads up of what you might be seeing on the channel here. Obviously I will try and do speaking videos quite nearly every weekend, or there might be the odd one that comes out in the week, but that's just the basis of what I'll be trying to do. But anyway, with that said, let's line up with the runway here. And the runway is really unlevel here at Madiera. Just check, both flight directors are on, speed set. Okay, so we'll just throttles to half and then throttles to full, and we're going to be out of Madiera. Some of you might be wondering, oh, why aren't I doing a landing here? Well, I am practicing and I do some decent ones, but yeah, I'm just trying to practice it and just get used to it and stuff.
V1, rotate.
Rotate. So up to
Positive
10 degrees, gear up. 15 degrees, flaps 5. Auto throttle on, speed.
400.
Down nav, green nav. Autopilot. 400, so final flap setting off.
1,000.
1,000 feet there. Let's see, we're going to make a left-right turn inside. Say bye-bye to Madiera. Obviously one of the most complicated landing airports to land at, I think, if I'm correct. Nice clear day here. And you might be seeing more flights in this aircraft in the future. So I'm just trying to vary the liveries and stuff. Because to be honest, I don't really have any intentions of getting any add-on planes. So the Boeing 737 could just become the norm. But obviously at some point, I will get a different one. So 4,000 feet there. Everything up is set. Now, I did do a nearly perfect overhead panel startup before the video, so I'll probably put one of them out at some point. If anyone needs to know that. And yeah, that'll be coming up soon. So as I said, this flight isn't a very long one. We're just going to be going up to 34,000 feet. As you can see, we've already only got a couple of waypoints already, so I will just quickly find out the which ILSs and stuff we're going to be using, if the map goes that far, which it doesn't. So just a quick way that I've worked out of just like trying to find which end of the runway to land at. I'm just going to quickly go to here, quickly type in GCTS, and we want to land on 07. So we're going to be taking ILS 07. So we'll go on down. So I just disconnected the autopilot as well. So we're just gonna go down to the arrival. As I said, we're going to be coming in on ILS 07. And we're going to be looking for AUT, so all the AUT arrivals as we've got here. So we've only got 2 options. So we'll just might as well just see what this one does. That one's got a constraint, so let's see what the other one has. Okay, I think we'll take this one. That one doesn't have any constraints. Yep, that looks good. So there's our arrival there. So as you can see, if I just zoom in on the thing, you can see we're at 2 climb there, and then we just go a little bit longer, and then there's the decel 2%. So it's not going to be a very long flight. As I said, we've just reached 12,000 feet, so seatbelt signs can come off. Have a quick look out the window. Not really much to see, obviously, as we're flying over the sea. But it is a nice clear day. And I did eventually manage to fix my frame rate issues. Obviously, I didn't really know what was going on with it. It was just being quite, well, not really laggy, but just a little bit slow sometimes. So I managed to fix that. So gameplay should be a lot smoother. But I never really fly into the bigger airports anyway. Just fly into the little ones. Because I find they're more fun. Not just all huge paved and stuff with easy approaches and stuff. But yeah. And this is a real registration, ECMKL. There's a real registration. This is the 30 years livery, hence why it has the number 30 on it. And yeah, I only just got this livery, so I just thought I'd do a video in it. So we just hit 17,000 feet there. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this video, and I'll bring you back when we're a little bit closer to the arrival. Obviously that's not going to be too long, but yeah. So I hope you enjoy. I'm going to try and do some cinematics. If that doesn't work, then I'll just cut it. If you see the cinematics, then great, I've managed to do it. If you don't see it, then that hasn't quite worked out. So I'll try my best. But anyway, see you in a minute. As you can see, we're just about to turn onto final approach. We're at flaps 5 at around 3,000 feet. Never been to this airport, but as you can see, it looks quite nice. Obviously some of you will have been. We'll put another flap down, flaps 10. Landing flaps today is going to be flaps 30. And I'll be doing a manual landing again, as pilots usually do anyway. So we can put our landing lights on round now. Seatbelt signs have been on. We can put our taxi lights on just to light us up like a Christmas tree. And all these can go off now because it's day. And it's actually 8:30 now in the morning. So it's been around an hour and a half flight. Well, by the time we've landed, so it'll be about an hour and a half flight altogether. So not too long. And everything's gone pretty smoothly. So the runway is there, as you can just see. There it is. Just making our final turn now. So I'll put another flap setting down. I quite like the noise of the engine slowing down as well, if you guys can hear that. We'll put our wheels to standby. And we are established on the localizer, so we're just going to be waiting for that diamond. 25,000 feet there, so we'll put wheels down now. Wheels usually go down at 2,500. Nice view there. So hopefully this will be another good landing. I have been playing it while I've been at school, just quickly after school a couple of days, but I've just been doing circuits. So this is my first actual flight in a little while. So we've only got 2 more flap settings to go, so we'll leave them till a little bit later. There we are, lining up the runway. Okay, so that will be, put another flap down. The diamond is now starting to fall, and we've got our 1 flap setting in reserve for a little bit later. And I'll probably land it at around, I don't know, 145 knots, which is just what I find easier. And as you can see, it's still pretty sunny here in Tenerife. I think we probably did put our wheels down a little bit early, but I think it's just because we went over that island out there. So we just missed the loc, so I'll click the localizer. Glide slope has been captured. Put final flap down. Engine's slowing down again there, so I'll put the speed back up slightly to 143. Wait for everything to be all stabilised and stuff, and then I will take over. Hopefully we'll get a butter rating. I've had a couple of them, and as you saw, I got one in the engine fire video if you watch that. But yeah. So can't really see it, but is it? Yep. Okay, so I'll take over. Once we get to around 1,500. Obviously, you would probably have taken over earlier than I am, but I don't really see a lot of point in taking over early and absolutely messing up the landing after you've just done a decent flight. So I'd rather take off later, do a good landing, and that kind of gives it a good end to the flight. So we've just gone past it there, so I'll take it over around... Yeah, let's just take it over around now. Okay, see if we can land this properly. So this is me flying it manually now. Obviously at this point, the plane's just going to carry on its own glide slope, more or less, unless I make any big adjustments.
1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
1,000. And I actually prefer to fly the approach higher, because I think it gives me a bit of leeway if anything goes wrong. Speed up slightly again. It's fast enough. Okay, so now we're a little bit too high. Down again. Going a little bit too fast now. Bringing those down a bit more. I think that's 2 reds and 2 whites on one side. 2 reds and 2 whites on both sides now. Okay, now we will
300. 200.
okay, looking for that centre line.
100.
Bring the throttles back slowly.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Hard landing that time. Not the best, but we did get it on the ground. Because like whenever you know people are going to be watching it, you always seem to do a little bit worse. But that wasn't too bad, I don't think. We got a good flare and an alright vertical speed per minute. 60 knots there. Manual braking. And here we are at Tenerife in the south. I'll just taxi off to the side and I'll give you guys a quick replay. Take this exit. Okay. So I'll just take this turning here. And then I'll give us a replay. Okay. Okay, so I'll just stop here and give us a quick replay. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, touched on one wheel a little bit early, I think. Good centre line though. Not too bad in the end. So once again, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll bring another one out, as I've already explained, probably next weekend. So see you in the next one.